Hey guys, what's up? Dragon Industries here. Sorry I haven't posted in a while, but I am back. And if y'all hear the fan, apologies. It's hot in here, I'm sweaty, so yeah, apologies, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can't be sweating. Um, oh yeah, what I was gonna talk about. Sorry. Um, just want to talk about Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I might talk about it, and for those of y'all who have not seen it, I apologize. But this is your spoiler warning. So yeah, I just want to let y'all uh, just tell y'all some thoughts I had on the movie. Before I do, I just want to let y'all know that I have seen the latest episode of X-Men '97 that came out today, and yo, it was awesome. Gambit being kind of evil, well, completely evil, kind of. The whole X Factor and I want to say X Force, teaming up near the end there. Um, the whole Gambit is in control, but also Apocalypse is kind of in control too. Being it's all complicated, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Brief rundown on that. I just wanted to talk about that because I was kind of nerding out about that. But yeah, maybe I'll do a better analysis on my TikTok account. Crazy Liking, if y'all want to check that out in the near future, I might, do that. But anyway, yeah, let's get started on Brand New Day. All right, so first of all, I just wanted to talk about him having organic webbing now and super senses and stuff. Well, at least super hearing. I don't know about his other senses, but spider sense was always there, obviously. But yeah, the super hearing type deal and the organic webbing, I think is awesome, and I'm glad that they didn't make it so let's say he had organic webbing at the start of this movie and it was just not explained. I would be kind of annoyed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's explain it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just retcon something without explanation. It's it was because of the whole hormonal thing. Sorry if I say that weird. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, it makes sense because Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, in the second film, second of the Sam Raimi trilogy, he lost his powers, including his webs, due to psychological stuff. So I guess it kind of makes sense in a way. Also, speaking of retcons, the whole Hulk being finally a split personality again is great. I'm glad how they explained it. The whole Jean Grey thing, kind of broke his mind back into two. I like that. It's great because don't get me wrong. Professor Hulk is a interesting premise, obviously, but it's Hulk's whole thing is not just being the strongest one there is. That's also his thing, but also just the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. You know what I'm saying? And when you're a Professor Hulk, you're logical. You have Bruce Banner's mind. You know what I'm saying? You're not just naturally gonna get angry. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna it's gonna take a lot more for you to get angry and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hulk is strong at a base level, but he can get stronger the angrier he gets. Like I said, but anyway, yeah. Um, Back to the whole web thing. I am so glad they didn't do that thing. They didn't make it so oh, he got bit by another spider or something. I feel like that'd be so stupid and lazy. You know what I'm saying? Also, in regards to Jean Grey, I'm gonna be real. I knew Jean Grey was in the movie before I saw the movie, but I figured she was going to be a good guy, which I guess she technically was. You know what I'm saying? In the end, because ultimately Damage Control was the bad people, you know what I'm saying? They kidnapped her sister and stuff like that. Granted, Jean didn't go about saving her sister in the best of ways, you know? but like ultimately she was doing wrong things for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I'm thinking that she's gonna be a hero in future, um, future MCU movies like Doomsday and Secret Wars and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. By the way, speaking of mutants, I feel like they don't know, they can't decide where mutants come from. Whether it's like from an alternate world, like in Marvel's, or alternate timelines, like in Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they can really choose. I mean, this is, I think, the first um, mutant that we've seen that's actually like from the MCU. Like, I mean, like from the MCU timeline and universe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean. Um, Also, yeah, there's a theory I saw where it's like the reason why Ned did the handshake, or like remembered Peter by the handshake, was because remember that whole Jean Grey thing where like they where like she like expanded her powers, like she made like a psychic dome type deal that froze everyone. There's a theory that that dome kind of like opened up his mind a bit, but then the handshake kind of just blew it open, and that now Ned remembers Peter, which is good because MJ kind of remembers too. Not really remembers, but like knows that like like Peter and MJ knew each other. Like her and Peter knew each other before the mind wipe. She knows that. She just doesn't have the memories pre mind wipe. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah. Also, I was kind of thrown off that Jean Grey was even like the kind of villain in the first place. Like I said, it was damage control, but she was the main antagonist, so to speak, I guess. Um, but yeah, I was kind of confused. Like I didn't even expect her because the whole body control thing or mind control thing isn't really a Jean Grey power. I mean, it's something that she can do, sure, but it's like her main two powers are telepathy and telekinesis. So like at first I thought it was gonna be like the Shadow King or something, because he's a mutant, like which invites Jean Grey to pop into the movie, a mutant fighting a mutant. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense. I don't know. Thought that would be interesting. Also, the whole little kid waving at Peter in the end, that was Jean Grey, I believe. Controlling that boy from far away because her powers, I guess, are expanding. Um, Also, that whole John, like Punisher thing, where like he was pretending to be Spiderman in the hospital window. That was funny. Um, yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. I'm sure I have more, and I'm sure those thoughts will pop in my head after this video because that's just how it works sometimes. That's just how it be sometimes. Um, but yeah, regardless, that's all. Those are my thoughts. So that's kind of just reminiscing on the movie in general. But yeah, guys, I'll see y'all later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also follow me on TikTok, Crazy Liking. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.